Hate your job? I'm here to help. Are you present at work? Yeah. No. Being present can definitely change how you feel about work. A lot of us don't realize how much time and energy we spend on our jobs daily. And with something that we spend so much time on, hating it, investing negative energy, and words, thoughts can make us sick. It can hit us deep. It can occupy so much space, mental space, physical space, that we become a reflection of the job that we hate. Is it you? Do you constantly complain about your work? Looking for a way out, wishing you weren't there, being there, thinking about being somewhere else. I caught this telling my son, have fun at work. Yeah, might as well. That's where you are every day. Most of the day. Most of the week. In some form or fashion, whether it's in the house, out of the house, people, that's what they do with their times. Their time is work. And if you hate it, it becomes outwardly expressed through tone, through actions, being there and not being there all at the same time. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. A lot of times your body is in and your brain is all the way checked out. People are annoyed because they are bothered by being asked to do their job while at work. That kind of stuff makes you hate your job. Somebody is annoying you, bothering you, interrupting you every time you get to check your Facebook. Yeah, that would annoy me too. If I was at home on my Facebook and somebody came, or maybe on my break and it was ending. Either way, why do you hate it? Why do you have it? Do you hate it because it's the wrong job for you? And if so, maybe you should spend the time to change it, as opposed to hating it so much. Trying to get into a positive place where your mind, body, and spirit can actually focus on what it is that needs to change. And if you can change that where you are, if you do need an actual change because you're not valued. All of those things are very important to consider when you're trying to figure out why you hate your job, or why you're not happy here, why you don't feel valued. Some of us feel that we're not in the position that we should be in, and we should have gotten this or that from our time commitment. Well, I'll tell you first and foremost, time commitment. As being a manager for many years, time commitment is not it. There's people that have been there 30 years and have not lifted a finger to do anything outside of the minimum requirements. With that being said, it's hard to promote that person to a position of higher responsibility and not actually just let them go. So anyhow, moving that on, what do you actually put into your job? Are you actually there? Are you playing on your phone? Are you trying to figure out your bills and what you have going on in life? Your children, your church, your spouse, your dog's cough, your whatever. It's very difficult to put everything down and pick just this up. And this job came with all of the things that you signed up for. And most times, I think we forget what that is that we signed up for and that we should be actually doing it. It seems like a lot after you get the job. But once you were applying for the job seemed, I can do that. Oh, I can do that and more. Oh, I've done that many of times. I say that because I've worked many jobs, and working many jobs, and even at the same time, when I was pregnant with Akio, I worked 3 jobs, and up until I had him, I worked 2. So I understand. And after I had them, I opened up a business. I understand. And then I homeschooled 3 kids. So whether you're inside, outside, or wherever you're working, you're still working. And being present there. Even when I was homeschooling my children, making sure that you're actually homeschooling your children. People would call me like, hey, you want to hang out? No, I can't. I'm working. You lose friends. You lose relationships because some people are actually stay at home, and then some people are stay at home mothers, and then some people are actually homeschooling. So it's still a job. And the difference between those, one is actually educating as an educator. The other with a stay-at-home mother is the same as your child care provider. She's actually taking care of those children. And then the other one is probably caring for the home in some form or fashion. Or maybe she's got a maid. I don't know. But there's things that are done. Maybe she stays at home so she can help the business run, or church, or whatever she does in the community. So whatever it is, there's still work to be done. With that being said, if you're being present where you are, doing what you're supposed to be doing at that point, schedule it so that you can. And usually your job is scheduled. So if your job is scheduled and you're actually being present at your job, and you're not thinking about the parent-teacher conference that you need to have because JoJo won't do what he's supposed to. Yeah, I get it. It's stressful. It's not the end of the world, and you can really, really, really put it off until break. And that's if you choose to spend your break like that, because little JoJo is going to have that parent-teacher conference anyway. And answer it, give it 10 minutes, scheduled, boom. Write it in your calendar, put it down, move it on. Just that simple. Now all those feelings and stuff, I just can't, why you won't, I don't understand why JoJo just wants to. No. Your job is not paying you to do that. And everybody who comes in who has to interact with you then interacts with someone who hates their job because they're not present. When I worked for Starbucks, I loved being there. Not every day. Of course, I'm going to have days where I'm in pain. I'm human just like anybody else. Nobody's perfect. And I'm not asking you to be. I'm asking you to change your filter. Guess what that sound was? I'm going to Disneyland. I'm going to Disneyland. On my calendar is scheduled for tomorrow morning. Going to Disneyland, Hong Kong. Cannot wait. I am so excited. Like a little child excited. I am. Everybody's a little kid inside. But anyhow. At Starbucks, I would look forward to it. There's days that I'd be there that I didn't even realize that the clock had expired. And they're like, why are you here still? You have to start getting out of here on time. It's like, well, you don't let me have cell phones on the floor and I'm not supposed to be checking them. So how are you supposed to do this again with the keeping up with the time and being busy? So managers, pay attention to your own stuff with that. Be present and make sure you're not blaming your employees for the other stuff. Anyhow. But being present, I just enjoyed it. Being fully committed to whatever it was. Some of my friends and family think, oh, well, that's beneath you. Nothing is beneath anybody. If that person can scrub toilets, so can I. I like a clean toilet also. And I'm going to make sure that when they send me in here, I'm going to get the best clean toilet that comes out. There is no way Tiara is going to touch that toilet and come out and somebody say it's half done. Do you know how many children I have taught to clean toilets? It is not half done when I do it. Everything I do should be a reflection of me. That's how I live my life. I want it to be a reflection of me. Some days are better than others, of course. But just like I tell the kids, you see there's hair still on that floor. You really do. Your eyes work just like mine. Why is there still hair there? So, hold yourself to the same standard. And you may not hate your job so much. Look forward to the people that come into work. Make sure that you're not on your phone when they approach you. Make sure that you are thinking about what you can do to make the place a better place. Why? Because you have to be there. Not because somebody else is going to get paid and make some money off of it and all this other stuff. When they say to you, make sure that you do, Starbucks does lean thinking. Uh, Means don't waste time running back and forth and getting one cup and then going back and getting another thing. What? Grab 3 gallons of milk or the maximum that you can so that when you come out of there, you are getting a gym workout. I mean, I could not even keep the weight on because that Starbucks moves fast. And when I go to the back and say we're out of milk, I'm coming back with more milk. Why? Because I get twice as much work. I got the milk. They're like, oh, good job. Thank you so much. We have one less thing to send somebody else to do. And I got the exercise. Win-win. For me, it's a win-win for everybody involved. It makes less work for everybody else. They can be focused on something else. Now somebody can dust, since nobody has time for dusting, and dusting always gets overlooked, or somebody can take the trash out. That's how this works. If everybody tries to be present as opposed to taking themselves from their job, things work out better. And even if they're not working out better for everybody else around you, because not everybody's thinking like that, they work out better for you. When you put in that much time and energy into yourself and into the environment that you're in, the universe puts it back into you. Mark my words. When you go to work and you say, oh, how lovely. I love it. See the positive. Change your filter. Instead of looking at everything and thinking, oh, here we go again. She's here. He's here. Oh, here they come. That stank attitude. Compliment them. Find something positive about them that you do like. Even if it's not their personality, find something on their physical that you like. Their clothing. You got to find something. And if there's nothing you can find a mirror. Find a mirror. If you can't find anything positive, something's going on inside. And you should really, really find a mirror and figure out what's going on and why you cannot change that filter and filter the world around you to be a more positive place, as opposed to pointing out the negatives that you see in everyone around you, the negative things. Being positive will definitely help to change your work or job from something you hate into a pleasurable place that you enjoy and look forward to going. And like I said, at the end of the day, it is your job and your life that you probably spend a lot of time and energy at. So it might be best for you to take those words and try to enhance your life and the things around you. Until then, get back to me. Let me know how it works out. If you're having troubles with stuff at work or home or wherever, let me know if you change the filter and see any difference. I know that the people that I've been working with so far have seen great improvement. I do. I used to say look, I catch myself now, like, oh, look at it. There's no need to say that. Why are you opening your mouth to say something negative? Say something positive and move on. Just that simple. So, practice being graceful, pleasant, and enhancing all of those things around you. Even the things that you don't care for. Look for something to see. Yep. And remember, if you can't find it, find a mirror. Peace.